you want to go to your local Dollar Tree and look for some of those bathroom essentials, like a soap container, something to hold your toothbrush, a soap dish, and I also found a planter that I thought would work great for a trash can. For my soap dish, I added 3 large wooden beads to the bottom with E6000 and hot glue. I removed the pump from the soap dispenser. With all 4 items, I sprayed them with 2 coats of a white matte spray paint. Next, I wanted to give them a marble appearance. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you've probably seen me do this with like a gray color, but I wanted to try to do it with some of the warmer colors. So to do this technique, you're going to need a bucket of water. I like to use a storage bin and I just fill it halfway up with water. I'm gonna be using the color Warm Caramel as my first color, and I'm just gonna spray it lightly on the top of the water. I'm gonna take one of my items, dip it straight down in the water, and pull it straight back up. I'm gonna repeat this step for all 4 items, and as you can see, whatever pattern you have in the water, you're able to get on your item. I'm also going to do this with the color Nutmeg because I was really wanting like a textured appearance and a multicolored look. Another thing I did was I tried the color black, which I did not like. That was too dark for me, and I'll show you how you can fix that mistake. So one thing you can do is once that dries, you can add on additional paint to kind of tone it down or give it a different look. So I added on a cream paint. I also added on like a seafoam gray color, and that kind of toned it down and made the colors blend together better. You can also seal all these pieces with a clear matte spray paint. Now, a great tray idea is this wood canvas that they have out at Dollar Tree. Love the way this looks, but if you flip it over, it looks like a tray. So you could stain this whatever color works for you. I started with the color Natural, but I decided I wanted a little bit more warmth, so I went in with the color Early American. I just wipe the stain on and then I pull off the excess with a paper towel. Once that dries, you can add all of your pieces to your tray. Dollar Tree is always getting some new fun containers over in the kitchen section. I happened to come across these and I really liked the iridescent look to them. I thought they'd be perfect to hold some smaller items in my bathroom. The tops of these were rose gold and I was wanting more of a deep brassy gold. So whenever I'm doing these bathroom videos, I like everything to be really cohesive. So I picked out 2 of my Rub and Buff colors that I'm going to be using for all of my projects. Using a foam brush, I'm going to add those Rub and Buff colors to my lids. Once that dries, I'm going to drill 2 holes into the top of my lid. I'm going to be using this faux leather string to act as a pull on the top. So I'll just lace it through and then lace it through my other hole. I'll double knot it on the back. And then I'll repeat those steps on the other lid. Cut off any excess. From here, you can put your items in here. I'm gonna be filling mine up with bath salt. And then put the lids on. And here's how they look. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Comment the word of the day, which is bathroom DIY. You guys remember for our first project, I used the colors Warm Caramel and Nutmeg. I wanted those colors to be really cohesive throughout this project. So that's the colors I'm gonna be using for my vases. I think you can save so much money by adding a beautiful vase into your decor. So I found these 2 different sizes of vases at Dollar Tree. They're in the $1.25 section. I'm gonna spray these one time with the 2 colors I showed you, the Warm Caramel and the Nutmeg. Once that dries, I'll flip them back over and give them another coat of spray paint. Next, to give some texture and dimension to these vases, I'm gonna be using plaster of Paris. I just put a little bit into a disposable bowl, added a little bit of water, and then I'm gonna simply take a paper towel, dab it into the wet plaster of Paris, and then I'm going to dab it all over my vases. Now you can do as much or as little of this as you like to really get that aged look you're going for. Let that dry completely. Now, while that's drying, I decided to create some flower frogs to put on the top of my vases. Now, these are a great idea to help you with sectioning out your stems. So you're gonna need some air dry clay and you're going to roll it out. Next, take one of your vases. I did this before I started spray painting, and you're just going to create a kind of like a cookie cutter template. So it creates a circle, and you're gonna need 2 of these. After I cut these out, I rolled them out just a little bit longer so that they were just a tiny bit bigger than my vases. They don't have to be perfect, don't worry about them. Then you wanna create holes into your circles. So I just used a pin and poked a hole through the circles. Now you wanna make sure that you get the hole through all the way, because once they dry, you wanna be able to put a stem in there. Let these dry for at least a day, flipping them over on both sides. These will dry fine just sitting out for about 24 hours. And then once you're ready to put your stems into your vase, you just place these on top of your vase, and then you can add in real or faux stems. All right, this next DIY is a way that you can get a spa-like experience at home. What you're going to need is a pack of decking from IKEA. Now you're only gonna need 6 tiles to create this mat, and you wanna pull out 6 tiles. And you're going to start in the top left corner, and then you're gonna attach the one next to it, making sure you have the tiles going the exact same way. They're a click and lock system, so all you have to do is press them together. If they're a little stubborn, you can come in with a hammer, and that will help to hold them in place. But I put 3 across the top and then 3 across the bottom. Now you may be wondering, okay, what am I gonna do with that black border on the side? What I did was I took them outside, and with my oscillating saw, I just got the excess off around the edges. It was pretty easy to do. And then you can use this in your bathroom as a nice spa bath mat. Hey guys, I'm Liz, and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.